Hey, what's up? What's going on? I want to say if you can please subscribe to my YouTube channel, it'll be greatly appreciated. And if you can like the video, that'll be even more greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. Anyways, we're going to be talking about Love and Hip Hop, Season 6, Episode 8, In Due Time. This show is starting to be like All My Children, a general hospital, and the Academy Award goes to Mimi. Great acting tonight. I don't know what's going on. This is like a soap opera with the different shit. So anyways, we're going to start off with where I left off last week. Tommy is at her wine tasting party, and basically at the end of the party, her mom shows up. And Tommy says that she feels like, KK has something to do with her mom showing up. So basically, KK does say, you know what, this event wouldn't have been right without Tommy's mother. Because once they get together and have a good relationship and make up, their life can go on very much smoothly, basically. So anyways, it was heartfelt and it was touching to see Tommy and her mom. They apologized to each other. The mom says, I love you. I'm proud of you. And you know what? Tommy needs to hear that. She needs to hear that support from her mom, because I guarantee you that's who matters the most, is her mom and her kids, basically. And her mom said, you're great. You're special. I'm so proud of you, basically. And, her mom said, she's living in Vegas and she's having a good time in Vegas because basically a lot of stuff ain't going right in Atlanta. So she got the hell out. And everyone was like, yeah, if it ain't working, then bounce. Everybody's like, yeah, at the table. So it's all good. So then the party's over. But it was so nice to see that. And KK, making sure Tommy's mom was there, even though KK was like, you shouldn't be doing this wine business, but she made sure her mom showed up. And that's a real friend. That's a true friend. She tells Tommy the truth about what she thinks and about what's not good and what she believes is bad for Tommy. And plus, she wants her to build a relationship with her mom instead of, dissolving the relationship. So that was all good to see. So anyways, we get up with Mimi's upset. Mimi is like having it out because she's upset because she found out that, Melissa is chilling with Jocelyn, and Melissa had Melissa had Dime and Jocelyn makeup. Melissa had Dime and Dawn makeup, basically. She was basically, being the mediator. And, Mimi doesn't appreciate that because Mimi says that she don't give a fuck. She does not rock with Jocelyn, and she doesn't want anything to do with Jocelyn. And anybody that messes with Mimi, she doesn't want them to mess with Jocelyn, period. And Mimi has every right to feel the way that she does feel, but basically she cannot force her opinion on somebody else, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't talk to this person, you can't do this with this person, even though they hurt you. You can't control somebody else's life like that. You know what I mean? It's up to them to make that decision. But I totally understand, if someone is really your total enemy and you hate to death, you do not want anybody that you rock with them to be chilling with them. But as an adult, you cannot control a person or a human being. So basically, Mimi just goes off. Mimi just goes off. She's not happy about it. But anyways, we're gonna start with Jocelyn. Jocelyn's at her house. She's putting together, a baby carriage or some type of baby accessories she's putting together. She has not opened up all the pieces. She has no idea what she's doing, but she says she doesn't need Stevie because he's no good. He's not a good father. He owes $1 million and child support, basically. Dawn and Melissa is coming up the stairs to assist Jocelyn to put together this toy, or whatever they're fucking putting together. I don't know what it is, basically. And so Jocelyn throws up that she's not too thrilled with Melissa, and Mimi's relationship, basically. And then, Jocelyn let the girls know that Stevie's the father, and it was like, we never doubted you. We always knew he was the father. I didn't know. Maybe they know something I didn't know. But if they did doubt it, they ain't gonna say it to Jocelyn's face, and they ain't gonna say it to us, right? Unless they end up beefing or they're not friends anymore. So basically, Jocelyn says to Melissa that, oh, you're fucking with that slither, that snake, that Molly the maid made Melissa bitch or whatever. I mean, Jocelyn just went in on Mimi. He's just like, oh, so you be going around hanging with that Molly the maid, slithering maid bitch, aka Melissa's bitch, Molly the maid, aka Melissa's bitch, basically. And so, because Jocelyn says she's not going to be nothing like that Molly the maid, aka Melissa's bitch, not putting Stevie on child support or anything like that, because she doesn't want Stevie to be the father, to be around the baby. She's going to raise the baby on her own, and basically she's going to do it in Miami, and she don't need him. And Melissa and Dawn co-sign says that Jocelyn does not need Stevie. Yes, she does need Stevie, because every child needs their father, basically. So anyways, she says that she's gonna go. Jocelyn says she's going to Miami, and that's it. She's gonna put him on child support, and that'll be it. Then we get Scrappy. We cut to Scrappy. Scrappy has his new hairstyle. It's blonde. His hair is flying in the air. It looks weird. It looks different. But he's on TV, so we understand that people wear outrageous looks on TV because you stand out more, basically. So basically it looks like Scrappy's trying to stand out more. So anyways, he meets up with Rashida. He's kind of nervous meeting up with Rashida because, you know what I mean, he knows the situation is going on with Rashida. He don't really want to get in her business, but he knows her business because, you know, Jock brought it up at the card game. Kurt said a little something about it or whatever. So he's approaching Rashida. Rashida says she really doesn't know what she's going to do about Kurt. She doesn't know if she wants to get a divorce. She doesn't know if she wants to make it work. She said right now it's really hard because she doesn't want to tear her family apart. You know, her little baby don't know that what they're going through, but their older child does. And basically, you know, Kurt needs to do what he needs to do if he wants to keep the family together, if he wants them to make it, if he wants them to have something. So basically, like I said, Rashida is going to go back to Kurt. But we got to see if Kurt wants Rashida back, because it kind of doesn't seem like he does. So anyways, Rashida and Kurt are living apart. They are not together. Shocker. But Kurt is probably hitting somebody else, basically. And, you know, Scrappy was like, you know, he heard about, Kurt Frost hitting Jasmine, smashing Jasmine. And then, you know, Scrappy also lets Rashida know that Jock has hit Jasmine or whatever, and then they talk about the baby, and so Scrappy's like, what's going on with the baby? You're gonna do a DNA test? What's up? And she was like, I don't even know. Rashida was like, I don't even know. I haven't been worried about it. That would have been the first thing on my mind. Let's find out if this baby is yours, because if it's yours, maybe we're gonna work out, or maybe we not. But you need to know all the facts of the situation. But right now she's in pain, she's in mourning, so we'll see what happens. So anyway, she said, well, that's something that he needs to do. And then, you know, Scrap said, you know, I'm going to hit up Kurt and talk to him, see if I can talk some sense into Kurt and see if we can get this DNA test pushing. Everybody's in Kirk and Rashida's business. If it ain't Jock, if it ain't Curly Red, it's everybody else. Now you got Scrappy. But Scrappy is cool with both of them. I think they're related too as well. So anyways, it is what it is. So now Carly meets up. So now we get to Carly's scene. Carly is in all pink. She's getting out her car and she's going to meet up with Cena. Let me tell you, Carly Red in that pink, flawless, beautiful. I mean, she looked absolutely amazing. I've never seen her look that good. I don't know what it is, but she looks totally different in this episode. So anyways, Carly Red meets up with Jock's baby mom. We find out that they've been friends for a long time. This is why it's like a soap opera. So anyways, but I'm glad Cena is in this episode, because they've been talking about Cena since God knows when. So anyways, Cena and Carly Red meet up or whatever. Cena lets Carly Red know that, you know, Jock has been sleeping or dating Tommy, and the reason why, and the way that, you know, Cena knows about it is because Treasure told her. And Treasure is working under Jock as an intern, and you know, she tells Carly all that information, and Carly's like, Jock got an intern? What's going on? And who's this bitch Treasure? So basically, Carly Red is not keen to the new girls. She hasn't even really chilled with none of the new girls, and this is surprising. So because her storyline is busy, she got too much of other people's business going on to worry about these 3 new chicks. But anyways, one of these new tricks, her name is Treasure P, and she's been going around telling the business to Cena, and Cena now is telling Corley that Jock is back with, not back with, but he is dating Tommy. And basically they both laugh, you know what I mean? Because they both know that it's because of revenge. And they were like, you know, that Tommy's doing it out of revenge because, you know, Carly Red slept with Scrap, or she was with Scrap, and Carly was like, don't get mad at me because your man wanted me. He wanted me, girl, whatever. You know, Carly, how she is anyways. And so Carly Red also informed Cena that, like, yo, I was at a meeting the other day with Rod, this chick named Jasmine, whatever, and your name was brought up that you messing with Rod or whatever. And she was like, nah, I'm not messing with Rod, but Jock came to the house the other day and he tried to check me because he heard that I was messing with Rod, and I'm not messing with Rod, but I told him I was to make him jealous. And so Carly was like, hold up, wait a minute. In her confessional, why are you trying to make him jealous if you ain't got nothing going on? Because they do. So basically, I believe Carly Red and Cena and Jock can have a threesome together and it'd be all good. Because we all know Cena still wants Jock. And we know Carly Red is sleeping with Jock. And, you know, Carly Red is like, Jock is trying to use this as an excuse because we're not in a relationship, since we don't have a commitment, that he thinks he can be running around town having sex with everybody. And why would he have sex with my enemy, for number one? And then number two, why won't he be upfront with me and tell me what's good? Because Jock is trying to keep it on the low. And so then Carly Red goes, I thought Jock wanted bougie and ghetto, but yet he wants ass and dookie. Carly, you go with yourself. So Cena's like, yep, you know, Treasure P told me everything that was going on or whatever. So it is what it is. So, you know, so they both agree that Tommy's only doing this to get back at Carly Red, basically. And Jock should be a better person and not fuck with her because she ain't nothing but a scam artist. So, you know, Carly is calling Tommy a scam artist, basically. So it is what it is. And then we get to the Academy Award actor Mimi. Goes to Mimi. Mimi shows up to Melissa's house and tell Melissa, like, yo, I heard you over here fucking mending fences and everything, doing all that, having Dawn and Jocelyn meet up and trying to recruit friends for Jocelyn. Jocelyn don't have no friends because nobody want to fuck with her because she fucked everybody over. So basically, nobody rocks with her. That's why you're around Atlanta trying to recruit people to be her friend, because she don't have no friends, because she do them dirty. You know how bad Jocelyn did me? Over and over, she did me, and she did me dirty. And I don't fuck with anybody that fucks with Jocelyn, basically. And like, yo, you are messed up. You are messed up, and you know how I feel about that. So Melissa with her swag is like, yo, calm down, relax. Jocelyn didn't do nothing to me. And so Mimi's like, well, give her time. And Melissa was like, you know, I've been knowing Jocelyn for 5 years, and Jocelyn is trying to change, and she's going to be a mother now, and she's different. And her video was to support women out there to come together, to give a message to these young women to be different, have respect for themselves, and you can fight, but you can be friends again, basically. So Mimi's not trying to hit her. Mimi was like, I don't fuck with that. I don't rock with that. I don't care. She did me dirty, and you're rocking with her, and it's wrong, especially what she did to my daughter, all that shit. And so, you know, Melissa's like, yo, you're lucky that you met me. Because basically, you know, Mimi said, what would you do if I was in your shoes? And Melissa goes, I would feel lucky that I met somebody like me. And maybe Melissa is right. Melissa got swag, and so far, Melissa's a lot better than Stevie that we know of. And on top of that, she doesn't abuse Mimi. She doesn't treat Mimi bad. She's friends with her, but Melissa's her own person, and she does her own thing, and she's not going to be controlled by anybody, just like she's not trying to control anybody as well. So anyways, they have an argument, whatever. And so the Mimi goes like, you know, I was told not to fuck with you. I be careful about you, whatever, that you kind of shady or whatever. And so, you know, Melissa was like, who told you that? And then Mimi says, well, Arian. So then Melissa goes, oh, Arian's just jealous because we used to smash, but we don't smash no more. Mimi's like, what? How come you didn't tell me that you had sex with her and you was doing this thing, blah, blah, blah? And Melissa was like, nah, you know, it is what it is. So basically, Mimi was like, you're shady. I don't want to be bothered with you. You need to get your priorities together and leave that fucking girl Jocelyn alone. But on that note, I'm bouncing. Mimi exit. She's gone. So then we get Dime Piece. Dime Piece looks good too. Dime Piece meets up with Carly Red. Dime looks so beautiful with black hair and light makeup and dark color. She looks just like a supermodel. She looks beautiful. And then she enters Carly Red's house. Carly Red has a beautiful house, and you know what I mean? It's really nice. And so they talk. So Dime informs Carly that, she's been cool with Jocelyn, she's been cool with Tommy. And, Dime is like, yo, I'm sorry that I didn't tell you that, Tommy was messing with Jock, but I gave Jock the opportunity to tell you because she didn't want to jump in and get in their business. So she was going to leave it up to Jock, but Jock didn't do it and whatever. And so then Dime is also telling Carly Red that, she got it in with Apple had Tammy. And, Carly's like, I feel so bad that you got into it with her. But you know what? It is what it is, basically. And so then Dime also tells, Carly that, she got into it with Tommy too as well, because, Tommy was upset about her being friends with Jocelyn, and she tried to throw a drink on her and they almost got to fighting. So that relationship is over. And so Carly Red goes, I'm not surprised, because you can't be friends with a bitch that's a scam bitch, because they're not trustworthy bitches and not good bitches. They're scam bitches. They ain't friends to nobody. All they do is scam. So anyways, Carly got what she had to say. I mean, Carly and Dime look very beautiful in this episode. They look so different. They look so young, so healthy, all that other good stuff. So anyways, they have that talk. And so, Carly was like, so where was you at with, Tommy, whatever. So Dime was like, we was at a wine, Tommy was throwing a wine tasting party, but it tastes like more like piss. And so in Carly had a piss tasting party, and basically it is what it is. But Carly Red forgives Dime, and Dime own up to, not telling Carly about her endeavors with her enemies, with Carly Red's enemies, basically. So anyways, that episode's over. I mean, that scene's over. Then we get Jock. So Jock is on stage. He wants to be a comedian. He talks about his hairstyle, how everybody made fun of his hairstyle when he first posted on Instagram, and how it went viral, blase in the third. And so he's there with Trashy Mimi, he's there with Tommy, he's there with Scrap, and so basically Jock is off stage. Jock wants to probably go into being a comedian, and he thinks he's funny. Scrappy gives him accolades saying that he did a good job or whatever, blase in the third. But I am skipping this part. Scrappy meets up with Kurt or whatever, and I have a conversation. Basically, Kurt is just saying that he's kind of tired of Rashida. He's tired of that bullshit. All she does is work 24/7. She doesn't come home. She doesn't cook. She doesn't take care of the kids. Anytime he tries to touch her, she rolls over and don't want to be bothered or whatever. And he was like, well, if you're not gonna do your jobs, another woman will. So what is that song called? The Cleanup Woman. I'm the cleanup woman. So basically, he was like, so, it's a wake-up call to Rashida to start doing her job, because, basically, Kurt feels like he's the nanny, he's the mother and the father right now, while Rashida's away, and she ain't even giving him no loving at all. She ain't giving him no nookie. So anyways, Scrap is like, what is going on? He was like, if Rashida and Kurt are not going to make it, none of us is going to make it, And then Scrap says to Kurt, Scrap says to Kurt, you're like Jay-Z and Beyonce. And then Kurt says, don't put me in that lane. Don't give me no titles. Don't put me no accolades. Don't put me on no pedestal, because that ain't me, baby. Damn sure ain't. It ain't me either. So anyways, basically, it comes just down to it. Scrap wants Kurt to get a DNA test. Kurt is like, he's not going to get a DNA test because it ain't his baby, and it's all going to come out in the end that Jasmine baby is not his son, basically. And so he was like, so I ain't worried about it. I don't even care. And so Scrap is like, what do you mean you don't care? You're supposed to be fighting for your family. Like, shit that you're saying right now makes people believe that you are the father. You know what I mean? And so Kurt was like, I don't care. I ain't the father's gonna come out. People can believe whatever they want to believe. And Kurt is looking at his watch like, I'll get a DNA test when I'm ready or whatever. Basically, Scrap is just like, yo, just get a DNA test. Get your marriage back together. I want to see you guys make it. Kurt at this point is fed up. He's living on his own now. So it is what it is. I don't know the dynamics between Rashida and Kurt off camera, but it seems like they've been having some problems. So anyways, it is what it is. So there we go. So then we get Arian. Arian and Melissa meets up, basically. And basically, you know, Melissa is like, you know, Arian's gonna come at me because I'm the one that told Mimi that we used to have sex. We used to smash back in the day. Basically, they used to smash like 20 years ago. So basically, somebody should have told Mimi. You know, Arian, you should have told Mimi. Melissa, you should have told Mimi. Like, people want to know this information, and Mimi is really upset with Arian because she's like, you know, you should have told me. It was like, you know, if you would have told me that you and Melissa would have smashed, I probably wouldn't have been in a relationship with her. Or I probably would have dealt with her differently. Because a lot of people don't want to sleep with people, their best friends, whatever. You know what I mean? You want to keep that private. So anyways, you know, Mimi does meet up with Arian, and they have this conversation, and Mimi was like, you should have been up front with me, and then, you know, and all that good stuff. And Arian was like, you know, I should have told you, but I didn't think it was a big deal because it happened so long ago or whatever. So anyways, boom, that's over with that conversation. But Mimi is on a rampage. But she was like, yo, you get mad at me when I don't tell you things, and now you're gonna keep this big information from me. This is some bullshit. And it's like, and this is shady. And you know, Melissa's going around with this Jocelyn shit, fucking tired, and I bet not my baby better not be around Jocelyn. It's just going crazy haywire. So anyway, boom, Melissa and Arian meets up, and basically Melissa's like, do you fuck with me? And Arian was like, I can't even answer that question. I believe Arian wanted to say, yes, I do fuck with you, because basically, you know, Melissa believes that Arian is jealous of Mimi because Mimi is fucking with Melissa, basically. And I don't know if that's the case or not. Melissa seems like she might be a good catch. She seems like she's a down-ass chick, and she's very professional, and she knows how to carry herself, basically. So anyways, we get Arian on this swing looking all weird and shit. So anyways, they're talking or whatever. And so, you know, Melissa's like, so, you know, I know I told, you know, Mimi about us smashing back in the day, whatever. And so Arian is like, why did you tell her that or whatever? It was, and then Melissa goes, because you told her not to fuck with me or watch out for me or whatever. And so then Arian goes, I didn't say that. I just told her to be careful. Well, then Melissa goes, well, then my bad, whatever. So do you fuck with me or not? And Arian didn't answer, and got up to walk away. So Melissa said, well, I guess you don't fuck with me. And Melissa was staring at Arian like she was finding her attractive walking away. We'll see. So anyways, that's over. We got Mimi meets up with Stevie. She's cussing, she's yelling at Stevie or whatever. Mimi's house is really nice. And, you know, Stevie tells Mimi that, you know, he got a new house for his kids or whatever, and also for Bonnie. And so Mimi is like, so you are the father? All that bullshit, all that fucking shit you said, and all the things that happened, and you end up to be the fucking father? Are you fucking kidding me? That bitch better not be nowhere around my motherfucking child. You hear me, motherfucking Stevie? I ain't playing no games with your stupid ass. You dumb motherfucker. Why are you why is that baby yours? God damn it. I'm tired of this shit. All that shit that she said about my daughter could have affected her if people would have believed what Jocelyn said about you, and you still gonna be with that bitch? And she goes, I know you're gonna be with her because you like to see little babies. You want to be the father. You want to be together. You want to have a family, and you're gonna forgive her. But I don't want that bitch around my daughter. I will get a restraining order that will block her from being around my daughter, and will internally kind of block you as well because she will be in the house. I'm not playing. Stevie was like, I knew it was going to be like this. Stevie's not really saying nothing because he knows Mimi's right. Mimi got every right to act like the way that she's acting. And it is what it is, because I would be totally upset too as well. So anyways, because, you know, Mimi goes, you talk because you say, and Mimi goes, you know, Jocelyn ain't no good. She'll never be a good mother. I feel bad for Bonnie because she has a mother that has no heart, no soul, and no fucking love. It's just terrible. So anyways, cut from that scene, and we get to young Jock back at the club performing on stage. Basically, he's at the club. He's with it's Jock, it's Scrappy, it's Tommy, and it's Trashy Mimi. They're chilling at the club, and then who walks in? Carly Red walks in because Carly Red says she heard in the streets that Jock is supposed to be at supposed to be performing. So it's Carly Red, it's Cena, and it is Melissa. Melissa looks like a henchman, like Jock said, with the hat on, the coat. That's why it looks like it is a soap opera. So anyways, Mimi. So anyways, Trashy Mimi's there. She's chilling. She got blue hair today or whatever. So then Jocelyn pulls up. So Carly Red, Melissa, and Cena pull up on Jock. Jock look, and Jock is like, damn. Jock was like, I've been doing such a good job this whole time. I've been keeping Mimi. I've been keeping Tommy away from Cena. Cena away from Carly. Carly away from Tommy. I've been doing a good job, but it seems like that good job is over now. I done fucked up. And Carly was like, oh, this dude Jock got jokes, huh? We got jokes on him. And then Jock is like, Carly shows up with her new gang, her new slither of people. And Melissa looking like her henchman, and then Carly throws $100. Carly throws $1 bills at Tommy. Tommy was like, bitch, you broke. Why are you throwing $1 bills? That's disrespectful. Trashy Mimi jumps in and be like, haha, grandma, you want this, you want that. So Trashy Mimi's like, she's down to fight because Tommy told her everything about Carly Red. Carly Red stole Tommy's man or whatever. So she's down to fight. She's about it. And so Tommy says, I'm not going to talk to that thought. Carly, I'm not talking to her. She's a thought. She ain't no good. She's nothing. I'll talk to the only bitch that matters, which is Cena, Jock's baby mother. And so Cena goes, no, I'm here to find out why you here with my baby daddy. So I'm thinking, Carly, what's going on with Cena and Jock? And then you chilling with Cena to confront Tommy. And then Cena's talking about why is she with her baby daddy? So that looks like I said, they can have a threesome and get together or whatever. So I guess it's a mutual understanding. Jock can mess with Cena, but he can't mess with Tommy because it's personal with Tommy, basically. So anyways, we find out that, Cena lied. She didn't mess with Rod or whatever. So Jock is like, oh, I know why they're here. Carly's here just to be messy because I'm with Tommy. And Cena's here because I confronted her about Rod or whatever. So he was like, oh, they showed up. Jock is like, where's security? Please get security. Somebody do something. Get these girls away. So they almost get the blows, but security holds down Trashy Mimi, holds down Tommy, holds down and pushes Carly out the way. Carly was like, you can't touch me. Carly was like, I didn't come here to fight, but I will. Carly, we know you can't fight or whatever. You shouldn't be fighting anyways. So anyways, Tommy's calling Carly Red a thought, a slider. And Jock is not Scrappy's picking up all the money that Carly threw on the ground or whatever. So it is what it is. Jock is like, security, please end this right now. Get this shit off the road. And Jock is just like, damn. But anyways, the next episode is gonna be about Jocelyn giving birth to Bonnie. So anyways, please like my video. Please subscribe. It'll be greatly appreciated. One love. I'm out. Peace.